YouTube, hello, how's it going? Retro Reclaimer here. You got a video from me. Right, quick update. I'll try and say this stuff quick so I don't want super long videos. I'm going to potentially just change the way that I do videos. So rather than having sort of edited videos and trying to put stuff in a certain order, I'd rather just do it where I can just put my phone on like this, not edit anything and just speak and then show you what I've got, show you anything I've got to show, and then say goodbye. It keep the videos shorter, it's less work, and it might give me more motivation to do them. So I think that's what puts me off, is shooting a video and then spending an hour just editing it and doing stuff. So I don't know, we'll see. It would be nice to get a few little bits in there. So if I can do it all from my phone, then I'll chuck a few pictures up or whatever. But I'm not gonna cut anything. I'm not gonna put, I don't know, fancy stuff in whatsoever. So I hope you don't mind. But it might mean that I'll make some more videos. So this video is going to be episode 1 of a new series, which I'll talk about in a minute. Obviously, collecting wise, I've slowed right down. So what I've decided to do is start this little game, which I'll talk about in a second. But if I do come across some stuff, I probably will. I always flip through like we all do, and if I see a bargain, I'm going to go for it. So I do have a few bits to show on a later video, which I might get, hopefully, within the next week, maybe 2 weeks, but hopefully within the next week. I'm just waiting for something to come through the post. So I've got a video to show of stuff I've picked up, but I've got a cracker of a pickup today. But that's part of this new series. So I've seen a few videos. I think it's mainly America. I don't know, but people do it. And it's build a game collection off a $5 or off $10 or whatever. So I've decided, go on, I'm going to give that a go. Some people don't like it or whatever because you're going out there, you're fleecing the market, and then you're selling on for a profit, but who cares? Who cares? As long as people are happy that they want a pound for this game and they get a pound, whether it's worth 50, 100 or 300 quid or not. We all do that, don't we? Anyone who collecting retro games is a joke. It is. It's a joke. It's too expensive. It's far too expensive. So yeah, I've sort of slowed right down because I've got no space for anything. And by playing this game, I'll be reinvesting. Hopefully, I mean it could crash and burn. I could end up with a console potentially that doesn't work, or I don't know. I might end up with games that just sit on eBay for ages. I don't normally sell on eBay, so this is my plan. So spend £5, which I've spent today, and then hopefully make a profit with what I've found, which I'll sell on eBay, and then from there I'll use the profits to find another good deal and basically keep it going. No set goal. I was thinking maybe do I have a goal of a PS5 or something like that, but I've got no set goal. I think it'll just be interesting to see how far I can take it. If I eventually get bored, then I'll sell up, and maybe I've just got a bit of cash in my pocket. Maybe most likely it'll go to the collection, but it'll stop me wanting to spend on the collection as much, and it will also be fun for you guys and for me. So where I'm going to hit Facebook Marketplace more than anything. Charity shops, you've got to go to a charity shop every single day to be able to find anything decent, but most charity shops know the value of games now, and there's so many, there's a few tubers who have shops now. There's so many shops in, throughout the country that sell retro games, whether online or in a shop or whatever. You see all these tubers all hitting these different shops. So the market now is eyes are on that. The eye of Sauron is on that market. So anything that comes up, it's being snatched up. So you've got to be quick, you've got to be fierce, and you've got to get in there. We know what it's like with car boots now. If you don't get up first light and wait at that car that's just stepped out the driver's seat and said, "Have you got any games?" then you're not getting the best deals. And it's just not fun for me anymore. I used to love it. I used to love going to car boot finding deals, which was always rare. But I've been collecting 10 years now. And 10 years ago, it was more fun than what it is now. I've sort of given up with it. Gumtree was my go-to. now on Gumtree are just resellers. I find a lot of people selling controllers that are sealed. They've bought stuff in bulk. They're treating it sort of like Amazon. And there's just PS5s everywhere for obviously ridiculous prices still. Xboxes, it's just a lot of current stuff. I very rarely see anything retro, or certainly what I'm after. But I stumbled across an ad, so I got this idea today. I got this idea this morning, and I thought I'm gonna do that. So I had a flick through, and I thought, right, what I'll do, I'll set myself £5, which it'll be difficult to spend, but if I spend £5 and then double it, it'll get a little bit easier. And it's part of a journey, isn't it? And I've I couldn't get a better start. Well, I could, but I mean, I'm very happy with the start that I've got. So I come across an ad on Facebook Marketplace, and it was selling 360 games. I think there was 36 of them, so there were quite a few. So I flicked through, and what I did was I've got a rough idea of what are worth a little bit more than the average game, and obviously selling at £1 a piece, I could have pretty much bought all those games and saved myself money if I would have bought them from CEX. So I picked sort of the games which originally I picked 4 games, and I'll show you those first. So obviously all these was £1. I cross-referenced the games with CEX, what they were selling them at, and this particular Test Drive Unlimited is the first one. CEX sell this for £4. So I figured if I was to put it on eBay for £3, obviously there's fees and stuff like that. I might maybe make £2 profit, maybe a little bit more by the time it's sold, if it ever does. I don't know. I might be wasting. I probably am wasting my time, but it will just get me. It will just allow me to see if it works. I don't know. If I end up making a loss, what does it matter? I've spent a fiver. So that's the first game, Test Drive Unlimited. All these games, by the way, I don't have in my collection, and it's sort of, I would like them in the collection, but I don't know. I'm gonna try my best to focus on putting these into this series, if it's a series. I don't know. I'm into these videos. So Test Drive Unlimited. Hopefully, I returns more than £1. I mean, it was once upon a time it was £50, so I'm not doing too bad. Next game is Doom 3, the BFG edition. So it's got this little slip cover. All these, by the way, I've checked the discs when I got there, so the discs are good. They've all got manuals. The guy said he looks after his games. They are a bit dusty, so I'm gonna obviously wipe them all down before I'll take pictures and list them. I don't normally list on eBay, so I'm quite excited to do that, to be honest. There was a Sims 3 game, so sorry, that again is selling for £4 at CEX. So hopefully that's £2 turned into £4. Yeah, so there was another game, Sims 3, which sells for £5 at CX, but it had a scratch on it, a ring burn, what looked to be a ring burn, so I left that one. Next game, Call of Duty 2. This is a game I do actually want in the collection, but obviously for the purposes of this, it's going to get moved on. This sells for £10 at CEX. So if I can get anywhere around there, then I should get more than a fiver profit for this game, which already doubles me from where I was at. And then the fourth game, so there's 5 games altogether, but I've got a little bit of a funny story. The fourth game is Halo 4 in this limited edition. You can see how dusty it is. It just needs a wipe down. Obviously, I'm a massive fan of Halo. I've got Halo 4, I've got Master Chief Collection, but I don't have this, and it's in quite nice condition. And I do think, do I just keep it? But if I start doing that, this idea will go nowhere. So it will get listed, and this sells. It doesn't show on CEX. I've tried typing Halo 4 limited edition. I couldn't get it to come up, but I had a quick look on eBay, and people have got it at buy now for around £11. So I'll just chuck it on for £9 maybe. Like I said, if I can make a tenner. So potentially there's 20 quid there from £2. More likely a little bit less by the time I've put fees into it and stuff like that. But so far so good. So originally I just had those. I picked those up, shook his hand, and headed back home. But whilst I was there, I noticed a few other games, and I thought, because some of them were crossed off as if someone was coming to collect them. And when I had a quick look, I noticed something which I didn't see on the original image, and I thought, I said, is there more here than what was in your picture? It's like, no, they're definitely all there. I was like, all right, it might have been one that were crossed off then. And I thought I'll double check when I get home, and it wasn't crossed. This particular game I was looking at, and it was one of those that was in the back of my mind, thinking this will have a bit of value to it. And then I had a quick look on CEX, and it was selling for like 26 quid or something like that. Hopefully I'll get it up, but it's Monkey Island special edition collection. Again, complete. I've not looked at the disc of this yet. One or two scratches, but it's fine. Obviously manual in there. Monkey Island, a lot of people rave about this game. I never played it back in the day. Is it a game I'll probably ever play? Probably not. But obviously the great thing about this is, obviously this is 5 games, all for £1 each, and let's say I get 20 quid, that I potentially get around 40 quid back off a fiver already. So it's a very, very promising start. With that, I can then find another deal, but on bigger stakes, if you will, that I can potentially make more money back. So it's definitely a good start. It's very lucky that I've come across that, and it's very lucky that I double checked this one. I can't believe I left that there originally. £1, Jesus Christ. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I'll give these a clean. I'll get them listed, and whilst that's all going ahead, I've got something else going on. So hopefully I can show you other stuff I've picked up irrelevant to this series, and yeah, we might get a few more videos out for, I think go and play Blackpool, obviously at weekend just gone. You see everyone, you see the games, you see the stalls, and it gets you back in the mood again, I think, as well. It was brilliant to meet everyone I met, by the way. I think anyone who's watching who met me will know I'm on about them. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know whether you like this new style of video, or it's not really a new style. There's just the certain things not going on. I just can't be arsed editing. I'm being honest. But we'll leave you with that. And yeah, so we'll see you in part 2. And yeah, hopefully before part 2 there's another video for just general. So yeah, we'll see you then. Good start though, eh? I'm buzzing. Alright, I'll see you in a bit, YouTube.